What dupe did you get? I didn't get any dupe. I was able to take stuff from people who had access to it. But my sources are classified, sadly. It was fun, but it was a fun little proof of concept. It was patched to my knowledge, and that's really all there is to it. And in all honesty, I'm kind of glad it was patched. Just because a dupe should by nature be a very transient, very quick, blink and you miss it kind of affair. It should never be a day in, day out for weeks or months or whatever at a time. It feels too unreal, you know? Like you don't have to work for it, you know? Like when we had the chunk dupe, because that one just lasted and lasted and lasted forever. It felt like at a certain point, I was so tired of logging on just to duplicate items. No, I'm not duping Prazi. I'm digging up an ancient city. But yeah, it got to the point where I was like, duping is kind of overrated. Not that I wasn't happy to have the items, just that it just... Oh wow, so that's what the underside of that texture looks like. Creepy. But yeah, it got to the point where I was like, you know, I have a vision for a build. Of course, I was building Space Fox 3 at that time, and I was like, you know, I could just build that. I've duped enough, right? And I kept being told, oh, it's like par and golf. Parzi, my bad. So sorry. But yeah, there came a point where I was like, yeah, how much duping is enough, you know? Do you ever really get satisfied? Some people don't. And I was like, you know, like there's this one moment in the show Futurama where one of the main characters, he's a kleptomaniac, foul-mouthed robot. They get invited to the this sort of, it was a fake wedding, and it's all a scam. But in the meantime, they're like robbing the robot character. He's like robbing this supposed ancient dead civilization. And it's got like all these cultural monuments and shit there. And it was just like, Bender gets to the point where he's like, you know, I've stolen enough. And the other character comes in and slaps him in the face and goes, get a hold of yourself. And he comes back to his senses and he's like, no, yeah, you're right, I should keep stealing. I'm sorry, I didn't know what came over me, Fry, thank you. God damn it, that's how Alpha was for me. And I was like, yeah, you're right, I should keep duping. It really is a shame that we lost all that stuff. Oh wow, Orsond. I should listen to the song Biggering. It was the original demo for the Onceler song in the Lorax. It's so much better. Ah. The Lorax. I've never actually seen the Lorax. I never saw the 2010 version, and I never saw the original. The original animated version from like whenever that came out. Oh man. What type of bricks? These are all deep slate brick. The slates of deep. Like the cliffs of Dover. Yeah. Biggering's really epic song about economic scale. How more you want, more you want. Ah, yeah. It's very easy to become, you know, like never ending. Your hunger's never satiated. Greed never has an end to it. I get that feeling. I can understand. That is true. Greed is a very hard thing to properly package away. At a certain point, you just kind of keep wanting more and more, yeah. That reminds me of my little fat, rotund kitty who once upon a time would eat can after can and bag after bag of dry food. Her appetite's finally slowed down in the last few months. She's literally 22 fucking pounds, though. This poor cat, like, I wish I could make her lose weight, but we only just recently discovered how to get her to play with stuff, because she wouldn't play. That's the thing. Like, cats need to play to exercise. And so she was having trouble really, like, moving. She just sleeps all day. I know I would be the same way if I were a cat, but yeah. Fat rotund kitty reveal? Oh, it's on my, I haven't posted pictures of her lately, but I've posted pictures of her on Twitter. I've posted pictures on Discord. Like, she's revealed. Don't worry. You just have to go out there and look in the right spots. Let's get rid of that. But yeah, Fat Ellie. Ellie is her name. Fat Girl has, that's my nickname for her. I'll ask her, you want some food, Fat Girl? You okay, Fat Girl? Come here, Fat Girl. And she doesn't think anything of it. That's just her nickname. And recently we discovered we can place magazines on the floor, and she'll like root around on them, and then she'll like rub up against them and then tear them up with her claws, because that's sort of, you know, a form of play. And she'll like get into, you know, the pages and like mess everything up. But that it's a type of like, yeah, she is fat. She's 22 pounds. But like that's a sort of, I don't know, pseudo therapy, I guess. Like I said, it's a way to make her play, and she does not want to play. She has so developed a sedentary life that it would be sad if it weren't the fact that she brought that on herself. All she would do is just sit there and then beg for food when if I didn't feed her, she would whine endlessly. So I think we're kind of getting her under control. But unfortunately, you know, some cats are little tyrants. You don't notice it until it's like almost too late. But yeah, they can be little tyrants sometimes.